So, was the Sonic movie good? Or did I run out of the theater? Now that I'm sweating, let's talk about the movie. Hello everyone, it's your Humanist Jess, and today I want to give you my spoiler-free review of the Sonic movie. This is a spoiler-free talk. If you would like to see me do a spoiler-full talk, please let me know. There's so many little things that I have to talk about at some point I would love to share with you, so let me know in the comments. So first I want to start off by saying, going into this movie, I was pretty neutral, but optimistic. I figured that it couldn't possibly be any worse than that thing that they showed us what feels like so long ago. So it just feels like the worst is behind us. It's impossible that they redesigned Sonic and put in all that effort to make people happy, and in the end they're just gonna give a bad movie. Like, it's impossible. I also went in fully accepting that this was definitely going to be a different Sonic, like a different timeline, in the same way that Sonic Boom is a different Sonic. At the end of the day, this movie was such a pleasant surprise. I dare somebody to count all the times I say surprise and leave it in the comments. Good luck. 'Cause this movie was full of them. It had a surprising amount of heart. You really feel for Sonic. He has a bit of a sad backstory, and it definitely hit me in the feels. This was also a really funny movie. The amount of laugh out loud funny moments in this movie genuinely shocked me. And something extra amazing is the fact that, look, whenever I know that I definitely want to see a movie, if I'm like, yo, that sounds cool, I'm in. If it's a new Star Wars movie coming out, I do not want to see a single trailer because I don't want anything spoiled for me. So if Sonic wasn't a hideous monster originally, I probably wouldn't have wanted to see any of the trailers, so I'd be fully surprised going into this. But surprisingly, almost every single one of the jokes that were in the trailer actually have more to them after that. Just when you think, oh, there's the punchline, there's like so many more punchlines added, and it's like, it doesn't end. It's crazy. It's like, whoop-bam! Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, because it's really a good thing. So before I get into talking about Sonic himself and Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, I just want to talk about some smaller details first. So one thing that surprised me in a negative way was actually the soundtrack. I just found that it was super basic.
You're basic.
I really have a theory that it was this way because with the original Sonic design, I feel like they were not relying too closely to source material. I think they really wanted to like do their own thing. So the soundtrack kind of feels like that. And if anything, I have a feeling that they threw in little Sonic jingles here and there. Like, I'm telling you, like maybe there's like 3. Really odd. I really would have expected more. I think that they were thrown in when they did the redesign because it was a wake-up call that, yeah, people want Sonic references in their Sonic movie. Can you believe it? It's just crazy because Sonic has iconic music. You have 20 plus something. Oh my God, we almost had 30 years? Sonic almost 30? Oh my God. Quarter life crisis, disengage. Anyway, but you have this huge catalog of iconic Sonic soundtracks. How are you not using them? I do not understand. This soundtrack at the end of the day literally could have been for any action movie. Literally, Danny Elfman could have wrote this for Spider-Man 2. Like, also, there wasn't really a lot of Sonic sound effects or references in general. Like, I find there wasn't much more than what we saw in the trailer. Actually, can I mention one thing really quick? I don't know if I should say this or not. It's not really a spoiler, but maybe it is. Sonic flosses. And not his teeth, he flosses. People beside me were just like, anyway. Besides the rings, which aren't actually like regular in-game rings, they're warp rings, there was just like not a lot of Sonic-y references. Kind of surprising. Like, it's a Sonic movie, use the Sonic stuff, there's so much of it! Now, Dr. Robotnik, played by Jim Carrey. Let's get into it. In the context of the movie, it was really good. It it worked really well. I was genuinely surprised because watching the trailers, I was a little bit worried that we had 90s Jim Carrey going full 90s Jim Carrey, and like, I want to see Eggman, but he really rocked it. They really handpicked very specific scenes for the trailer that kind of made it seem like a little too much. But in the context of the movie, it just worked so well. Jim Carrey brought Dr. Robotnik to like a whole new level that we've never seen him before. Like, this character suddenly had so much depth like we've never experienced before. It's so nuts to think about it, especially it's Robotnik, dude. Like, is this guy over here? Yeah, this guy who back in these days he didn't really have a personality, and then he just run around, got little wiggly woggly legs. So through this movie, we kind of got almost like a Dr. Robotnik origin story, because as the trailer showed, like, they haven't met yet, right?
Don't hurt him.
So it's like he's not quite the Dr. Robotnik that we know, who's like on the hunt for Sonic. He's not quite there yet. So it's just so interesting. We get to know Dr. Robotnik before he was like Sonic crazy Dr. Robotnik. And as the movie goes on, we kind of get closer to something of the Robotnik that we know from the games. Also, side note, he's really mean. He is like super mega mean to everybody. And again, in the context of this movie, it really makes sense and it builds the character more. He is all about machines. He doesn't care about nobody. And I am perfectly happy living in a world where we have Mike Pollock and Jim Carrey's Eggman. Now, last but certainly not least,
Sonic!
Sonic's personality in this movie, brought to life by Ben Schwartz, was an absolute joy to watch. He is so energetic and has a childlike wonder that made me feel all those things for myself from start to end. Like, I really need to do a spoiler full video just to talk about the beautiful moments that happened in this movie, because I am just like over the moon about them. Oh, and he shines at the Piston Pit. Woo! Like, get your body ready, because in the trailer, they make the visit to the Piston Pit look really, really short. It's not. It's so good. Might be the best part of the movie.
Time to go.
So, end of the day, this movie was just so much fun, and the child in me that is never leaving was so happy. So whether you are a kid, or you're completely new to Sonic, or you have a huge collection of his games, collectibles, and you're just like a Sonic dork, no, you are. Or you're somewhere in the middle, if you are ready for a fun ride, that's exactly what you're gonna get with this one. Anyway, that is it for today. Please let me talk about this movie more. If or when you watch this movie for yourself, please let me know what you think in the comments below. Be honest with me, love, hate, leave it down there. And if you like this video, make sure to super smash that like button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Sonic!